Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Um, we really would like you guys to subscribe and press that thumbs up. Um, we will be doing videos every week. Um, our first set of videos will be on Kyron Horman. So they'll be in different parts. But if you guys could please, please, please subscribe. We need all the support we could get to, get awareness out, keep Kyron's story alive. We would really appreciate that.
That's right. And I think you also get notifications if you subscribe. You get live, to a live feed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can post notification on, and then it'll, let y'all know when we're live or whatever. So, Garnett, you want to go into what we will be discussing today?
Sure. Today we are going to dive into who Kyron was. We're not going to mess with, everybody knows, or most people know the story behind Kyron, but today we're just talking about who he was. And he was born Kyron Richard Horman on September 9th, 2002. In 2004, he at that time when he went missing, he has brown hair, blue eyes. He was 3'9" tall, and he weighed 50 pounds. He has a V-shaped strawberry birthmark on his forehead and a couple different moles. One under his left eye.
Yeah, I think it's his. There's like two under his left eye, right? And then there's like one on the
Under,
other side.
yeah, I don't know, but he does have some moles. Um, that and all of this could have changed over the years. Birthmarks
Mm-hmm.
they diminish, they get darker depending on, and moles are the same way. They can be removed, you can get more of them. So um
Yeah,
those birthmarks and stuff could change over the years.
yeah. Um, I've had, my child had a birthmark on his arm, and it's like going away slowly. It's like fading. So it's very, and then it's possible, like if people wanted to change his appearance, like remove moles, just
Right.
certain stuff.
He attended Skyline Elementary in 2004.
Actually, it was
2012. What am I talking about?
right.
Wow, it's
He went.
It's late, and you just got off work.
Yes, he
Yeah.
actually went missing in 2010.
Thank you, Lita.
You're welcome, sweetie. I know it's been a long day.
It really, really has. Okay, so he went missing in 2010, and when he went missing, he was in the second grade at Skyline Elementary. Um, he was, from everybody's opinions of and thoughts about Kyron, we hear how loving and artistic he was. Um, he was also reserved. He didn't like to put himself out there in the middle of a crowd. He was sort of timid and reserved.
Hmm. He was. That's what I heard too. That he and I was thinking if he was, shy in front of people, I wonder, was he open and loud and outgoing in front of his family? Because I've heard that he liked to joke a lot as well. And his laugh was contagious. So I can just picture him being this, just funny, loud, normal child. Um, and I'm
Well,
like,
pictures of him, that smile, you can't help but to think that when he was comfortable and happy,
mm-hmm,
that it was definitely contagious. It's made the entire world fall in love with him.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Hey Lance, thank you for joining us. Um, Definitely. And he loves soccer. He was number 7 on the soccer team. He also wanted to learn how to play baseball, like his big brother Quinn. I don't know if he ever got to though. Do you guys know?
I didn't hear anything about him playing soccer or baseball yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had gotten a chance to.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me even. Oh,
He
Since
was
we're talking about his family, you guys know that he had a happy life with his father Cain, his stepmother Terry, his brother,
hmm
and a baby sister Kitty. He visited his mother Desiree and her husband Tony every other weekend, and his other brother Quinn would also visit with their mother the same weekend. So he had quite a large family. I mean, he had lots of brothers and sisters, and um, by all accounts, the families worked hard to make sure that the kids were together and
Yeah.
spent time together.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that. The grandparents. I know that Terry's grandparents. It seemed like they were involved a lot because I think they lived closer than all the other grandparents. But
They
he definitely was.
I know they traveled quite a bit to Kane's parents, because early on there were some exchanges between them, Desiree and Kane, for Kyron at his parents' house, I believe, is what
Yeah.
we're recently learning in some of the divorce papers. We definitely don't want to get off track here, guys. This is Kyron, and we're not going to go into any of that other stuff. So this is about Kyron. We're going to stay on track.
Oh yeah, we're on track. We're definitely gonna say, I also know that his favorite ice cream was strawberry ice cream. They would go on weekly, like once a week, they would go to Dairy Queen, and strawberry ice cream or a shake would be his favorite thing. Um, so Terry made that. She made that a thing, like a
mhm.
little family going out and just getting ice cream. And he loved Oreos. Who doesn't love Oreos? Oh my gosh. Um, oh, I love Oreos. And I know he liked Sprite and root beer. Those were his favorite drinks.
But not with the Oreos, right? That he needed milk for the Oreos, I hope.
Who knows? He might have did. Maybe we need to try it. Maybe he has something there.
Maybe we should all try it tonight.
Yeah. Do it for Kyron.
Uh,
Um, also they went out for sushi a lot. I know sushi was in the diet. I'm not really sure if he only ate the rice or the outside part, but it was one of those. But he did always get chicken teriyaki when they went to sushi. That was his favorite. Does anyone else have any
um,
other?
when he went missing, he was 3'9" and 50 pounds.
Yes.
He enjoyed playing arcade games and putt-putt golf. And interesting, they do these fundraisers at Bullwinkle's, or at least they used to. But it doesn't sound like he was that keen on bowling. So he enjoyed. I'm sorry.
More into the putt putt golf.
Right, right. That's what I read. Um, it also said in one comment that he liked board games, dice, and card games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his favorite Christmas gift one year was from his grandma and grandpa Moulton, and it was a Wii, which
Yes.
was given to him and James, and I guess he just loved that.
that picture, you could tell he had a
Right.
picture when he
I
was handed the
know.
weed. He was so excited. Oh my God.
All of
He
his
looked
pictures
so
are
happy.
special.
I know. I know.
I'm
And
I'm glad lots of pictures were taken of Kyron when he was little.
same.
Um,
And
and
you
I
know,
also
oh,
also understand that his favorite birthday present was the bike he received on his 7th birthday before, that was just before he went missing.
oh,
So I guess that Terry used to take them to parks because he would have probably crashed coming down that hill they had to drive up to their house.
yeah, because it's
But
all rocky, right?
yes, it's rocky and there's a ravine on one side and rocks on the road, and
Oh
it's
my
kind of
gosh.
it's crazy traveling time there.
Yeah, so they would
Um,
have had to go
right.
somewhere for that.
And another thing I learned was that when he was little, when Kitty was born, to include him, Terry would let him blow bubbles at Kitty in the bathtub just to
Oh,
entertain her. I guess she loved that. And he
oh,
also
so
liked reading her bedtime stories.
I
So,
heard that too. I heard he did that to I heard that he did that to like improve his reading as well.
mhm, yeah.
He
Well,
was such a
that's
good big brother. Oh my God. He was
yes. He. It sounds like he was really taken with his family. He loved spending
um
time with them and doing things with them.
definitely.
Going to the zoo. I guess they did that a lot.
Yeah, and he loved animals. He had a cat named Bootsy,
Right.
and
I guess she
yeah, I
came with
heard.
the house.
Yeah, it came with the house. I'm like, what? I didn't really understand that, but
I do too.
he changed. He would change the litter, make sure that the cat was fed, and he did all. He had a dog also in Medford. He had a golden retriever that he really loved. I guess it was Desiree's. Well, his, but Desiree's.
Hmm.
Um, Also, they went on trips. He loved swimming. I mean, he went to Hawaii, he went to Disney World. I'm so glad he got the chance to at least experience, vacations and
Right.
all that stuff before the event happened. I hate thinking about it.
Well,
Um,
everything I heard was that he was well behaved and he did what he was told, and
yeah,
with a good attitude.
I heard that he was out of all the kids, like the one that, listened and um like you said, he did what he was told. He never had problems in class except one time, like he walked out. I think he was like in his zoning out.
Maybe.
Um, in his zoning out thing, what he does, and he like walked out of the class. I'm not sure what happened with that or where he went, but I don't know. Did you guys hear about that?
Um, I don't know if I read it on Facebook. I'm not sure where I heard it, but I think that he went out into the soccer field with another little boy,
Hmm.
and they noticed he was missing.
Oh
So
my
they went
God.
and rounded him up. I don't really, I can't swear that that's true because, but seems like somebody told me that, or I read
Well,
it on.
it's weird. It's weird because somebody on the group, she wanted me to ask James a few questions, and one of them was, did he ever wander off? And James said no. Was he up to date on like his like education wise, like on his
Well, and James left.
well
That's
he
a big factor that happened right there in Kyron's immediate history was that James left the family. He went to live with his grandmother and then his father. So, you know,
Well,
um,
he did say that. He did say that. He said, before he left, he mentioned, well, yes, like the up to date with everything. He said yes before he left, and then, you know, um, while James was there, he would he never wandered off. And then she wanted to know if he liked the bus driver, and James said, I don't know. And there was another thing that she asked. Do you think he ran? Oh, I think it was like, do you think he ran because he was scared? And James said, no, that wasn't, like he wouldn't have ran anywhere. I don't know. But he was just like the type of person that wouldn't, talk to strangers, or he was very careful, it seemed.
Was that because of
That
this?
can be, what you consider a stranger to. You got to remember, what, 7 guys?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and his
When
vision wasn't that good either. So he wouldn't, I don't think he would have wandered off, with his vision as bad as it was. But
Exactly.
he
Hey,
did have glasses, but I mean, to wander off into an area he was unfamiliar with, he probably wouldn't.
Lance said, okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I prayed very, very hard for Kyron, and I received an image of Kyron in water. Well, we hope that's not true. I really feel like he's still alive, but that means, maybe he was taken by boat, which a lot of
Yes.
people say.
I just want to touch on this, guys. We are not dealing with the case today. We are just focusing on Kyron and his life. We're going to do several episodes, but this one we really, really wanted to let everybody know what kind of a child he was. So much of this is a very, very huge tragedy, but there were 7 years where he was happy and healthy, and he had a good family, he had a good life. So
Yeah.
that's sort of where we want to be at today, is sort of just sticking to who he was and what he did before all of this.
And he still
Yeah.
has a family who loves him.
Exactly.
Before I forget, his favorite movie was Wally, and he even dressed up like Wally for Halloween, which was his favorite holiday. And it seems like they like really went out every holiday. Like they dressed up. All of them used to dress up. And I thought that was so cute. Like
Right?
my family
There,
a
there's some
few
neat pictures online.
Yeah, my family never. We didn't all dress up. They dressed me up. It was like, go, go walk
We
around
were
the
doing
neighborhood,
good
get
if
some
we got
candy.
sprinklers, sparklers. That was our big thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what we got. Sparklers.
I would take sparklers.
Well, I'd rather have costumes and pumpkins and things, like he had, but we can't
um,
all have that.
we also know that he liked to fish, and his favorite song was from Miley Cyrus, "The Party in the USA," and what was the other song, Nita?
Fireflies.
Uh-huh,
That's what we
Fireflies.
heard. That's what we heard that
Oh,
he
well,
liked.
I read it. I found out today that it was those two.
Okay, that's great.
So you
Because
were
I
right.
like the Firefly song.
Mm-hmm. Um, he was also he liked, and like I read today too, that he was just a joke. Like he loved to joke, and he loved to just mess around. And like I know that I read on Terry's old Facebook that they had a special joke between them, and she would be like, "What are we gonna have for lunch or dinner today? I think we'll have a giraffe." And he would be like, or an elephant, and they would just joke back and forth, which I thought was like really cute.
I think that's adorable.
It is.
I can even
Um,
picture him doing it.
I
Right?
I
know.
mean, after you study him for a while and for like 12 years, you
Somebody
just
said, did he ever walk out of his house or a familiar place without a parent or adult knowing? Well, from what we're just talking about today, it's going to be about just him. We know that he's a shy, he was shy. he, what do you guys think?
I think he liked to stay close to his family.
He's
Yeah.
reserved. I mean,
Yeah.
I was touching on that subject a little bit ago. At 7, a stranger can be hard to identify because, if somebody come into the school, and presented themselves as a school staff, that might not be a stranger, even if it was somebody that he hadn't seen.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
that's just when we talk about him being, sort of shy and reserved, that doesn't necessarily mean that, because he was well behaved and he took direction well, and he listened to the authority figures. So,
But
all of that.
we never, I don't think he ever did walk out of his house without a parent knowing. I think that everybody was always keeping an eye on the kids. Oh, yes, it
Definitely
was
that's clear.
fireflies. Kane confirmed that. Yeah, it was fireflies, and then Desiree confirmed as well that it was Miley Cyrus party in the USA. Hey
Hmm.
Sarah, how are you? Um, but yeah, we're gonna go into all that because the Stranger Thing, he knows soccer coaches, he knows landscapers, he knows the guy that, what do they call it, the gardener at the school.
Hmm.
Um,
Right.
I mean, he knows a lot of people. So, like you said, strangers, and we're gonna go through in the other parts about the
Right.
people that
Right.
we
And
talked
that'll
about.
be a different episode once again, where we don't
Yeah,
want to get tracked from today.
yeah, we want just to talk about him, just to talk like his favorite color. It was red, or no, it was blue. He loved blue. Um, what else do we know about
He had a favorite
Kyron?
kindergarten teacher, Mr. Macbeth, or was it his
Yeah,
first grade? I'm not sure if it was first grade or kindergarten,
I think it
but
was kindergarten, but maybe it was both. Some teachers like move on to a
right.
different grade.
I know they stopped to visit him the day of the science fair.
And he also, you guys, a lot of people think that he thought he wanted to be a detective or a police officer, but he really wanted to be a teacher. And the CSI thing was a family, they took like a family trip to an exhibit. They each had like matching shirts, and Kane had one on. I think what I read on it, what did it, why
I
do I always
drank
forget
I
that?
drank the evidence.
Yeah, I drank the evidence. So that's really cute. He did like that kind of stuff, but people for some reason thought he wants to be a police officer, but he wanted to be a teacher. I mean, at that age, you don't really know. Like he could have been like, "Oh, I want to be a police officer. I want to be a teacher." It
Right.
changes.
And it might change with who he's talking to, or
Exactly.
um at 7, how many different things did you want to be?
Exactly. You guys, please hit that thumbs up. I see we have a couple people in here. Um, we would really appreciate you guys if you hit the thumbs up for us. He loved his brothers, James and Quinn, and his baby sister, Kitty. Yeah, he loved them. He was very close. He was very close to all of them. I mean, like we said, Quinn would visit how much? How often?
every
Uh,
2 weeks. Every two
yeah.
weeks, they would go to their mom's house in Medford.
Mhm.
It sounds so like he didn't really enjoy the Medford visits, whether it's the
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
long drive or what it was. But I've heard
There
that
were
he.
really sorry, Lita.
That's
You
okay.
know, I'm always gonna cut you off.
And I'm going to also cut you off every chance I get.
We always do that. Okay, that's part of our show, you guys. So if you guys get aggravated at us for doing that, we're not sorry because we do it all the time.
That's right.
So don't get mad at us.
All
No.
we've done really here is just invite you inside of our personal conversations. So sorry, Lita. Do you even know where you were at now?
Yeah, I do. I was just I think I was going to say something about
Oh,
what
the
was
car
that?
ride. The car ride. The car ride.
Yeah. I just heard that he would get anxious and cry on those weekends because he didn't want to leave home.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Desiree say also that he didn't like leaving her house either. So
Yeah,
that was like maybe that was the same both ways.
exactly.
I think she said
Um,
that on the Dr. Phil show, and then Kane piped up and said, well, he didn't want to hurt her feelings.
yeah, he said, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but he did that and he threw a fit every time we would have to bring him. So,
And
you know,
guys, it might have been something as simple as just the car ride.
Yep.
You
Maybe he
know,
was car sick or something.
well, and 4 hours in a car for anybody. My husband will cry like a baby if I tell him he's got to drive 4 hours. He really doesn't want to have to do that. So,
That's
mhm.
that's not a very enjoyable drive either from Portland to Medford. It's just lots of farmland, and there's
guys,
only
I want to take just a second here.
okay.
Um, I want to say to Sarah Jean, we aren't ignoring you, honey. We are focusing on just Kyron today.
I
We're going to,
answered that earlier. You didn't hear me?
I guess I missed it.
You're
And then,
ignoring me?
always,
Oh
me,
my
I'm in my own little
God.
world.
Every
She
chance.
also said she shared, which we really, really appreciate that. Like, we need all the
Oh,
support we could get
that's great.
because
Thank
it's
you,
not just
Sarah.
Kyron's story. It's going to be a lot of children's story. And, the more we're out there, the more people can hear. And that's what we want. That's the focus of this. Terry was the one who would always drive KY to meet his mother halfway, said Tammy
Yeah.
Knowlton.
And
Oh,
I've
that's
Yeah.
also heard that. I heard that Terry was very, very active in making sure that all the kids spent time together. You know, that
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Go ahead.
You mentioned that when they went to, what was it, Disney World, they all went together, I think.
Hmm.
Uh Desiree and
No, no. I believe that Desiree and Tony and Kyron and Quinn went to Disney as well, but not
mhm.
at the same time. I
Oh,
believe
okay.
they took separate trips. I believe that Kane and Terry, James and Kyron, um,
Hmm.
I believe they went at one time, and then I do believe that I read somewhere that Desiree's family also went. So that would have meant that he got to go to Disneyland twice or Disney World. I'm not sure which.
Yeah. Well, hmm. That's very interesting. I thought they all went earlier when you were telling me when we were speaking the
Yeah,
first
no,
time.
no. I guess we
I was like, oh my God,
cross
really?
communications here. No, no. I do believe that it was two separate trips,
Oh,
but
okay.
both families went.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
I know that Kyron loved to draw, and he used to play race cars and Hot Wheels with Kitty.
Yeah.
But do you guys know what his favorite subject was? Was he good in math or?
For some reason, I'm thinking science. I know you guys said math, but I don't know.
I
I
just
don't
don't.
know.
I'm not sure. I know he
I
had great. He had really nice handwriting for a little guy.
Yeah, he
Um,
had really good handwriting.
and it seems like Mrs. Porter. She was kind
Uh-huh.
of impatient with him because he took his time.
And I don't
And
get that. I really don't because,
yeah, I
like I
don't
said
really
earlier,
either.
Cisco, my son has the messiest handwriting ever, and his teacher tells him all the time, like, slow down and it'll get better. And I'm like, I don't see a teacher like being aggravated that somebody's writing so slow, trying to, do his best
Right.
in handwriting. That's crazy.
I You know, a lot of the pictures that Garnett's going to share later on were from Terry's old Facebook that is still up. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that she posted those because
Wait, did Garnett leave?
she might have lost her connection. She's back.
I am here, guys.
She
What
got back up.
happened?
She
I
fell
was
off
like,
her bicycle.
Well, sometimes I have technical difficulties all of my own.
Oh, okay.
Not sure what his favorite subject was. He was still young, so not sure if it was established. Tammy Knowlton said. That could be very true. I don't know where I got science from. Maybe it was the
Little,
CSI things.
I
And
know when my son was little, I remember he would say, "I just don't think I can get it, Mom. I don't think I can learn how to write or read."
Aw.
And then when he came to school on his first grade, you know, he came home and I can read, Mom. I can really
Aw.
read. I get it. I finally get it. So I mean,
Aw.
he was so excited about that. So I don't see why Kyron wouldn't have a favorite thing that he did in school, but I just don't know what it is. That's all.
Well, he was smart. I mean, he was smart. He knew sign language. Like, Terry
That's
taught him
awesome.
sign language. I think that is freaking amazing because
I
I
do
would,
too.
you
That
know,
probably helped her a lot because she had that hearing problem in her
that's why
ear.
she did it. Yeah, that's why I heard she did it, right? To communicate, to be able to help. Does anyone know what he set up for the science fair that morning?
A
What do you,
red-eyed tree frog.
yeah, what, like, is that what you mean? He did a project on a red-eyed tree frog, and it was
Yes.
really big.
Yes.
but I believe that the project was actually set up the day before.
Yeah, it was.
That's
It was.
that's right. It was the night before, I think.
Terry thought they were doing a presentation the day on Friday when they went, but they had actually done their presentations on Thursday, the day before.
Oh.
So, there was some confusion there. I mean, the science fair was open for everybody to see on Friday.
Mhm.
Like they did the part that they actually got graded on is what I'm assuming. If
Mm-hmm.
it didn't seem like my kids' science fairs, the kids probably presented their projects and got graded on it on Thursday is the way I'm understanding that.
And a lot of people think that because he did that science project that the red-eyed tree frog was his favorite, and it's really not. I thought that for the longest time.
I did too.
No, and
What do
think about it, guys. If you're doing a project with your kids, I know I always did. I tried to find stuff that I had handy on at home. I tried to find something that, so that
Mhm.
might have been just the easiest for them to get, not so much that it was his favorite. Even
Yeah.
as far as, the teachers might have just said, you can do A, B, C, D, and the frog is what he chose. Um, you know, we really don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I like the idea of the red-eyed tree frog being his favorite animal, but I
Well,
guess that makes sense.
he loved animals, so maybe
Hmm. He
he was
probably
a
loved all
animal.
animals.
Yeah.
Sarah Jean, we will go in and do a little more research because you said what I read in the news in a news article. She helped set it up with him that morning and took pictures, and then supposedly watched him walk down the hallway to class.
There's a lot more to that.
We're
Yeah.
not trying to get all up into that day. We're
Yeah.
trying to stay focused on Kyron. That'll probably be our next episode is getting into that day. We will definitely try to find out because that happens a lot in this case. There's a lot of you can find articles that say A, and then you can find articles that say B. So there's a lot of misinformation.
And I wanna let you guys know that all this information is coming from like a family member or a family friend or Facebook's. So the information that we have is pretty accurate, and it's not going from that media to where it's he said, she said, or
A lot of our descriptions, though, even like we were just talking about what subject he liked, there's a lot of our own speculation in there too,
yeah.
because as parents, just as and like Lita said, I know Lita and I have followed this case for 12 years, so it's sort of like we see these pictures, and so some of it can be just speculation as well.
Well, yeah, but I'm like more saying into what we'll talk about later on,
No, please, Sarah, don't apologize. We just were talking about that we cut each other off all the time. You fit in fine, honey.
we really want to talk about all this. Like, if we could, we would stay on the phone for like hours, because we do that on a daily, speaking about Kyron. And we literally spoke, I don't even know. We speak every day about, what
The
goes
reason
on.
we wanted to, and we're going to try to do this with every case that we cover, because we're wanting to do more than just Kyron's case, but we want to focus that first episode on the person, because so many times do the person that is the actual victim, everybody says the victims. Well, I lost my grandson. My grandson was the victim. I'm a result of him being a victim, but I'm not the victim. I'm just the person that loved the victim.
Yeah, and that's the next episode that the next case we're gonna be talking about is Orion, Garnett's grandson. We have a group for him as well. I don't know if you guys joined, but we would love for you to join. And like Garnett said, that's gonna be every case we do. We're gonna just talk about the victim first. It's gonna be all about them, because a lot of people on YouTube, they don't do that. They don't speak on who the person really was or is, and it puts more, what's that word?
Pressure.
Personalization.
Yeah, like so you get to really know the person, and it's it's better like that.
Yeah, we want you to fall in love with Kyron. We over the last 12 years have all fallen in love with him. We want you to fall in love with him too.
I haven't really been, I knew about it, but I really just started the past year or so, but I like fell in love with him right away.
It's easy to do.
It is.
Passion for him is amazing.
He's so just, oh my God, every time I look at him, it like melts my heart, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how could somebody do this to a child? And he's so off subject. Check into a local boy in my area, Cody Bigsby, if you get a chance. Thank you, Tammy.
You can definitely message one of us, and if we lose it, and keep reminding us, we will definitely try to work him right on in.
Yeah, just message us with especially the part about her text about harming him, which was shown to police. And then dad left with their baby and filed for divorce. Yeah, we're definitely going to get into all of that. I also wanted to bring up, we're also going to have like special guests, so it's something to look forward to. I was going to like keep it under the table, but Harry's going to come on here at one point as well during one of our shows. So that should be very interesting, because he was involved. Harry Oaks.
Right.
Yeah.
From Search and Rescue.
Yeah,
Well, good, because we can learn a lot about dogs and the difference in their dogs too.
yeah,
Because
he has a lot of
there's
information. So, yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we're gonna come up, just we just need y'all support with hitting that thumbs up, sharing our
Mhm.
videos. We're not really like professional. We don't have all the gear and like what other stuff YouTubers use, but it's unique and we're doing it our way that, no one else does. Um, but we definitely just wanted you guys to, get to know him. He definitely was, a goofy. He loved having fun. Like Tammy just said, he loved board games. Him and James used to play board games. James said all the time, which is so cute. I hope one day that they can all see each other again. Um,
That makes a lot of us,
I know.
you know.
Um, Also, what else do we have? What else? Oh, plums. He liked. I guess Desiree had like plum trees or something,
Oh,
and
right. And he loved picking
he,
them.
yeah, he loved picking plums. Which made me wonder if he liked gardening and stuff because James was always doing yard work, and I wonder if he went out and helped him do that. But yeah, he did. He did like picking plums.
Aw.
I know,
I know. I just can imagine him doing it, you know.
right,
right?
right. You can almost see him taking the bite out of the plum as he pulled it off the tree. I can see it.
I
Yes.
know. Like, just I always think like, what would he be like today? Like I don't know. It's sad to think about. I think like he's still out there and he just doesn't know his past life. And maybe he's just walking around like in a different name and just living a happy life.
And there's been so many cases, guys. I mean, I just can't. I can't cut him out. There's been too many cases where
Mhm.
they found him years and years later. Um, absolutely, just
I
as
can't
long.
remember. I can't remember the case, but I just read something the other day about a boy who saw himself on a milk carton as an adult.
Oh, I
Oh
remember that.
wow.
I don't know.
What?
And he didn't even know he'd been missing. How does that happen? But some people will take a child just so that they can raise a child.
Yes, yes. I was
Exactly.
just
And it's
reading an article the other day where some guy was abducted. I think he was like 3 days old, and he's in
mhm.
his 40s and just realized that, you know,
It
he
happens
wasn't
all the
with the right
time.
family.
It happens all the time. And
Do they
it's
even do the milk bottles anymore, the milk cartons?
no,
I didn't think so. I haven't seen one in a long time.
they don't. They should. I wonder why they stopped doing that. We should do an episode about that.
Probably because it's all plastic jugs now, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, but they should do a lot more than they do. There's so
They
many kids
should.
missing.
They really should. But I definitely feel like the new Ellie's on the case, the new detective, I feel that, they're gonna get something done. I
Hmm.
feel that they're gonna go back and look at every single person. Um, I just hope that we get the answers because he was, oh my God, he was so sweet. He was,
Yes.
and him watching, like, seeing him play soccer and the pictures, and I wonder if he was good at soccer and um, how long he played, and
Well, I'll say this. I don't know a 7-year-old that's playing soccer that isn't good, guys. You
They're
know,
out there kicking those walls around like pros.
exactly. And even if they're not, their
I was about
heart.
to say,
Their hearts
I
in it.
mean, yeah, it definitely is. And I just, I don't know, just hearing all this information. So, like what we've gone over today, we know his favorite ice cream was strawberry. His favorite holiday was Halloween. Oh, what about the Thanksgiving? Something about the Thanksgiving where,
He enjoyed his grandma and grandpa Moulton coming to visit for, I think it was
yeah,
for a big dinner that they had.
yeah, and
Because
I
his,
saw the pictures.
yes, it looked so nice. And then,
It did. It made me hungry.
and for some reason,
Guys, I've worked all night. I'm hungry.
the,
I,
yeah, that happens when you've worked all day.
Right?
right? Look at the baby that was missing for 40 years and recently found. Apparently, her parents' bodies were found in a wooded area after they went missing, but their bodies weren't identified until 2021. Yeah, we just heard about that. I have to look more into that. See, anything's possible. Anything is possible. And,
But the baby was found alive, wasn't she?
well, it was 40 years.
Right, but
But
Yeah.
she's not a
she was
baby anymore. But
alive. She wasn't.
she's she wasn't killed.
No, Sarah said a cult took her and killed her parents and gave her to a church. Oh, wow.
Right, I remember reading about that.
And the scary thing is, isn't Oregon like one of the top states of like for trafficking and stuff or missing children?
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh my gosh.
When Kyron first went missing, I remember reading that on one of the, um, they had all these news groups
Uh-huh.
online. And I argued with somebody about that because I was raising my children in Portland and I thought it was the safest place in the country. And I had no idea that was going on, but it was. And
Yeah.
I found out that was the truth. It was going on. And they still play it down, but it's happening
Why
all.
is it? It seems like Oregon is just everybody is corrupt. Like there's so
Well,
many
I'm not.
stories.
I'm
Are
not
you
corrupt.
Starlita? Are you part of the
I'm
Area
not. I promise.
51?
Cross my heart. I'm not a corrupted person, but and I just wish the children didn't have to grow up being afraid.
I
Right,
think
right.
Or
that's
and
yeah.
the parents are it's just no way to live, really.
I didn't send Cisco to summer school because of everything that was going on.
Yeah,
I
it's
I didn't send him to summer school because there was just like three more shootings again, and one of them was at a summer school in Texas.
hmm
And I'm like, it's just scary what kind of world we live in.
it is, but it's not good to live in fear either.
It isn't. I wish I could tell my anxiety that because I was
Yes,
like freaking out. But
yes, I know.
oh, that's horrible. Does anyone remember anything about someone leaving a note on the wall of hope about Kyron? It was a strange message. Can't find it now. I've never heard of that. That's
Was
something,
that
I
the
do
wall of the
remember
bathroom
that.
over in
Maybe I.
Vancouver?
huh?
Was that a post being left on the wall of a bathroom in
No,
Vancouver?
no, no, no. On the wall of hope.
Oh, the wall of hope.
Hold
Oh
Yeah.
my
I,
goodness.
I remember that
I
story, Timmy.
hold on.
Yeah, I don't know if they put much belief into that, because
Right.
there's
Oh my
crazy people
god.
all over the place, but
I'm sorry I laughed. It just brought up what those freaking. I can't. I'm not even gonna go into it. But
right,
No,
don't go
no.
into it. It's not worth it, but
oh my
I
god.
misheard. I misheard what you asked. Um but
Yeah, I never heard of that.
I've been to the Wall of Hope many times. My youngest daughter and I used to go up there and put balloons on there and
Oh.
how little flowers. Laura would want to take them up there, and it was very nice right out in front of the school. I never went to the other ones when they moved it,
Oh
but
wow.
there were notes on there, lots of notes, and I can remember seeing Kane like crouched down, looking at every note.
She said no wall of hope. It was something like Special K and a really strange message.
I definitely, as she's saying that, I definitely remember
So
the story.
it wasn't on the Wall of Hope?
Was on the wall of hope, Lita.
No, it
Um,
says no wall of hope.
She said,
Tammy, was it on the wall of hope or was it
yeah,
on
because
Special
she's
K?
saying that she's saying no to Lita. I'm pretty sure.
Please give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to remind you guys again a million times. We really appreciate it. But I'm waiting to hear Tammy because she said no wall of hope. I don't know.
I don't know what she said, really, what she
I'm
was really
reading
at.
more.
Oh, she said yes.
What does that mean? Yes or no? I don't know.
Yes,
Tammy.
hope. Because I
So,
know the story that she's talking about. I remember it.
okay, so we have to, that's something that we need to look into. I've never heard of
I
it.
think it'll be really hard to find because it would be back in the very beginning, like within those first, that I would say within the first month or so, that the wall was actually up.
Well, the wall was a
On the wall
fence.
of hope, they referred to Kyron as Special K, Tammy said.
Yeah, and there was some other strange message with it. I absolutely do remember that.
But what is
Oh,
strange?
they
What?
probably
Why
mean
they?
Special K because Special Kyron.
Yeah, right.
That's what I would think that meant.
Yeah, but the message that went with it was odd.
Hmm.
Like,
I don't remember that. There might be
Maybe
something
we
in.
could look in Reddit or something. Like that's the type
Yeah.
of place.
and I'm gonna check some of the other, like, open discussion. I
Which
find I find that it is a wealth of information because it goes clear back to those first weeks.
I know, but some of the things that they tell you to look at are no longer available to look at
I know.
on the news stations. I did a lot of research just the last couple days on something, and it was no longer available.
I
Hmm.
know
Yeah.
that's a huge roadblock, and they've
Mhm.
closed down a few sites that we used to go to.
Mhm.
Um, so it is very hard to find information.
It really is. I don't.
And
It's
like I
so
said,
hard.
communication, the misinformation, all of that complicates this case. And see, now, guys, I love that our members are interacting with us, but we're way off course.
I know, but it's interesting, and
It
we're
always
getting.
happens to us, though,
I
Yeah, it
know it,
always
guys.
happens.
and
I know. I'm just
it's all
trying to pull
Lex's
this back,
fault.
guys.
We explained every, the things that we know that he, yes, I agree, is Special K, is Kyron, but the message was very eerie.
Do you remember what the message was? I
Hold on,
want to know because I really want to know and remember myself.
I'm
Now
gonna
stop
start
it,
crying.
No,
Lexi.
I
Tammy,
am definitely
You're in the
gonna see if
doghouse,
I can
Lexi.
find anything.
Oh my gosh, girl.
I have to turn my camera off.
You're going to the naughty corner.
I don't know why Lita always makes me freaking cry when I laugh.
It's
Oh
just
my god.
I have a special talent to drive you
I
crazy.
can't. And if anyone that knows me, they know I don't laugh. And Lita has me crying for no reason. She said,
Oh,
no, I can't find it now, but it was very early on.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I have to know now. I just have
Now
to
they're
know.
gonna have us up all night talking about this damn freaking note. Um,
Now I can't be up all night. My husband's about to get home.
oh
Uh-oh.
no, Tammy Norton. Yes, we've talked to you. You're TJ, right? TJ Norton.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Oh, Lexi.
Are you ladies okay?
I think
Well,
it's like way past our like. I
you
think
need to
today's.
come in here and straighten us out, Garnett. Oh, it's been a very long day.
What a handful.
You just
Tammy
were.
said yes. Lita.
What? What? What now,
Oh God.
Lexi?
Tammy said yes.
Yes to what?
She is TJ.
Okay, I knew she was. I know her.
I promise we're not tired.
No, we're not.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I really
goodness.
hope that y'all do give these videos a thumbs up though and like share them everywhere. You know, we've gone over a lot tonight about who Kyron was.
Milton
Oh,
said, remember TY saying, if not Terry, then who?
who's TY?
I'm
Oh,
assuming Tony.
Tony?
If not Terry, then who? Does he have any tips for us? He's a detective, from what I hear.
And I thought in almost every case that I've ever seen,
Dang.
they want to look at every possible.
Right. So, you can't just uh, put one person in the target and not look at anyone else. You have to look at everybody.
Yeah, you
And,
have to.
No, and I do think that we need to really do a whole show on misinformation and what has made this case so hard to, and maybe that'll be our wrap up to Kyron's story.
could be.
Yeah, because there's a lot of misinformation and it really bugs me because I have to explain 50 million times a day. So that would be a good
Yeah, like I said,
subject.
do a misinformation post, a misinformation video towards the end of our story.
Right.
Lita, you wanted to give the information for
Right.
people to call.
Right. I did want to also add there's still a $50,000 reward for information leading to the resolution of Kyron's disappearance. And if you have any information, call the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office tip line at 503-988-0560 or your local FBI office. And we also will take tips on our Facebook group, which, go on, Lexi. Say the
There's
name
a
of our
one that I don't
Facebook.
remember what it's called because it's
Kyron
too
Horman
long.
Investigation.
Old, new.
And what? Let me.
Guys, we're horrible. We're in there every day.
Hey, I know it's terrible, but
I never look at the name. Who made the name?
It's all Lexi's fault. That's all I can say.
No, it's spinach mud.
Kyron Horman Investigation, new, old, and ignored tips.
Right, exactly. And we'll make sure anything that you give us will get to the sheriff's office.
Yes, because we got a tip the other day and that went directly to them. And I don't know what happened yet, but they are looking into it. I was going to say something very important.
Well, go for it. Go for it, Lexi.
I forgot.
You've been up too long, hon.
I guess because I forgot. But yeah, we just wanted to we're so glad that you guys joined us this episode. Like we're gonna have surprise guests on the other episodes. We really need your support with the thumbs up, the subscription, the press the notification button, all that. Please.
Yes, please do that.
Please.
That's a good idea. And I do want to thank you guys for coming and joining us.
Yes, I'm so happy people came and thank you guys for interacting. Oh, Sarah Jean said, I'm going to do some researching for the note post. If I find it, I'll post to the group. Tammy
Awesome.
said, DY said once in on TV interview, why would Kyron be outside with any man?
Hmm?
Sarah,
Why would any abducted child
what?
be outside with any man?
And then Sarah Jean said Terry failed lie detector as well. Just throwing that in. Oh my gosh, we have so much to say. So you guys have to tune in for all that
Yes.
stuff because there's just so much information. Like I said, this could go on for hours and hours.
Yes, yes, and I really have to go, guys.
Okay.
Please,
Um,
please, any tips, any new information, make sure we share it. Get it
we,
into the hands of the detectives. They're the only ones that can solve this.
Right.
I'm raising my hand.
What?
Um, we need to as many people as we can to print out flyers, and it doesn't matter what state you're in. Um, just
Print them out. Take a
hang 'em
picture.
up
Hang.
Right.
everywhere. Um, yes, she said that DY. Um,
What?
nothing. Hold on, Tammy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you guys want to ask, you know what we could do? If we're gonna like answer some questions ahead of time, if you guys like let us know, like message us with some questions,
Mm-hmm.
so then we can have the exact answer by the time we do the story.
Or
Right.
the best answer we can get.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot. So, all
there's
right,
a
guys,
lot.
I'm out of here. Have a good night. Thank you, everyone.
You left us. Oh
You're
my God,
doing.
Desiree
She's
Young.
she's doing it again.
Tammy, why are you? Oh my God, Desiree Young. Make a post in the group for questions. Good idea. Um, Sarah Jean, thank you guys for raising awareness for these sweet children. Thank you for supporting us and joining our group and doing the same thing we're doing. We really, really appreciate it.
Yes. Yes, we
Uh,
do. All right.
oh,
All
you're
right,
leaving
good
me
night, guys.
too?
Yes, we got to get off here.
Well,
I'm having fun.
I, yeah, we have to get off, but I would like to speak to you privately for a moment, Lexi, and reprimand you for sassing your elders. For sassing your
Tammy,
elders. You're in
Tammy
trouble.
said, LOL, because no one gets initials. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get off of here. I'm about to get in trouble. Me too, LOL. Me too. Tammy,
Tammy's going to reprimand you too.
I think so. Why is it always my fault?
Ugh,
Everything. Oh,
it's on your
Night,
forehead.
guys.
Okay,
good
bye
night. I
bye.
love you guys. Thank you
Love you
guys.
too.
Please give this video a thumbs up.
I'll do that as soon as I'm done.
Lena, you can't do it. That's cheating.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You're a cheater.
I try.
Lena, quit cheating. Good night, guys.
Bye bye.
No, no. All right, all right, you guys. Peace out. Don't forget to
Okay.
subscribe. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining us. We really did have a good time. Lena's still here with me.
I'm going to hang up though.
Okay. Good night, Sarah. Good night, Tammy.
Bye bye.
Tammy said no having fun. That's what the channel's about. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you too, babe.